Ranking training splits for muscle growth. Exercise recovery and its frequency. When it comes to recovery time, some exercises require less recovering time, allowing for more frequent training. For other muscle groups, they need more recovery and should be trained less frequent. Interference effect. When it comes to training your back, for example, on a Monday, followed by heavy squats on a Tuesday, you can create overlapping soreness and you will not be able to recover on time because your limiting factor when you are doing the the squats will be your back and not your quads. If you train push, for example, chest, shoulder, tricep on one day, avoid training your shoulders and tricep the next day. Wait for 1 to 2 days for optimal recovery. This is done because your shoulders will then, once you are doing your chest, once you are doing your shoulders on your Monday session, Tuesday session, shoulders will be very tired. When it comes to takeaways that I want you to take on from this is that you will need to plan your training split to minimize interference and maximize the recovery between sessions. The bro split, one of the most influential and most used split in the entire industry when it comes to fitness in the olden days. It is a split that mainly targets a muscle group once a week. The the benefits of this split is that it provides variation to the target muscle in different angles by doing different exercises, supports both high reps and low reps training, starting heavy and then progressively through the session by doing lighter weights. The downside of this split is that it can limit productive volume because you will need to do all your volume within one session. Later in this restricts training frequency for each muscle group. So for example, you cannot train your chest twice a week, but you will be training it once a week with the split, which is not something that you will want to do because studies have shown that 2 to 3 times per week is better and optimal. Muscles like shoulders, for example, can handle a frequency of up to 5 times per week and still recover on time. The ranking for this is going to be a C or B for the average person. Reason is that the train trains muscles hard once a week, suitable for general gains, and for professional bodybuilders that have big muscle groups and need to specialize it and cannot handle a lot of volume, it will be also a B tier for them. The full body split. It is great for beginners. It is not the best for people which are the jacked and or professional bodybuilders. If it because it's normally done with a frequency of 2 to 4 times per week. The pros of it provides decent results for the effort it is investing on because you are not training the whole entire week, 2 to 4 days a week. You will be training all muscle groups within one session. Very hard to do this because it's not very hard to do if you are fairly new to training, but if you are an advanced individual, you cannot train your chest, back, shoulders, legs, hamstring, quads, glutes, triceps, forearms in one session. That is impossible or very unlikely to be doing insufficient volume for them and will be very tired to do it. The ranking for this, as we said, for the average person, it's a B+. Reason is ideal for those lifting a few times weekly and who want to train a bit during the week and get a little bit jacked. For jacked and strong individuals, it is not good. It is very low ranked. The push-pull legs split. The cons of this split is that you are training your pull before your legs. This can lead to your back soreness during leg training. The adjustment for this split will be to make it a very good split will be to do it pull push legs or push legs pull split. The pros of this split is that it eliminates interference with proper adjustment as said before, ideal for intermediate and advanced, allows inclusion of shoulder, forearms and bicep push and pull sessions for added volume. It also provides you that you can train 6 times a week. It hits the muscle twice a week, which is very good for muscle growth. And as for the rankings, when it's not adjusted, it's an A tier, and with adjustment, you can make it to an S tier. One of the most best splits to use and highly recommended. The last split of the day is the upper lower split, plus my recommendations for I suggest that you need to do when choosing your split. For the upper lower, it will be usually trained for 4 days in a week. By doing this, you will be training at least twice a week, both upper and lower. You will be doing upper lower, then resting, then either do upper lower or lower upper. If you want to focus more on your lower and then focus another day on your upper, pushing emphasis on both. The cause of this is that it limits room to prioritize specific areas, as we said. It is fairly similar to push-pull legs, but slightly less flexible. As we said, we only have one day for your upper and another day for your lower. When it comes to ranking, I would rank it as a B plus tier, with obviously the push-pull legs being better and more ideal for advanced lifters. My recommendations when it comes to choosing your split is choose a split that fits best for you, targets what you want, targets what you need, and frequency of how much you want and how much you can do. That is all for today. Like and subscribe.